Alright, there we go. What's up, everybody? We're back with more Dynamax adventures. The quest for a new shiny since Tapu Koko. I'd really love to see something like Kadabra or Mantine be shiny. That would be pretty swell. Or like a Alolan Marowak. I'd be down for that too. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't just have to be a legendary. Yeah, some ZA footage was released. A bunch of people were invited to play the game and posted all their footage. They announced we finally got a FOMO set in Pocket announced. That's only going to be available for a month. That also has full art Professor Oak. I was waiting for that one. Alright, well you guys know the drill. First run solo warm-up, and then I'll open up the lobby in case anybody wants to join. Okay, this is... Oh, well, Nidoking's very good. Please. Please. Alright, we have both father and daughter in the party. Is that a good omen or a bad omen? A bad omen. It's Palkia. You gotta be kidding me. I got a few love balls before I went live, and I thought, surely 3 should be enough for tonight. And then I instantly open up with Palkia. Oh no. Palkia is one of those sometimes I want to just turn the console off, which would result in another Palkia route. I want to rage quit and we haven't even done one boss yet. I mean, oh, this is a rough team. This is looking pretty rough for Palkia. We gotta get Berserker out of here. I mean, Nidoking, in most cases, Nidoking's a great Dynamax mon, but not really against Palkia. Ooh, you got Zygarde and Latios? Nice! The double green pickup. Also, add warning, but we're just fighting Politoed, so no one's missing anything. See, Nidoking, this is why you're kind of a problem, my friend. This is a little bad. Ooh, we're not doing good damage to this Politoed. If we can't even beat Politoed, you know we can't beat Palkia. Let's see, what else happened? Oh, today was Walmart Wednesday. And all they did was restock the tin displays for Mega Evolution. And I think it was a small shipment, and they sold out fast. So another not successful because they didn't have anything I wanted. I was hoping the ETBs would be put up, but no. Walmart Wednesday ends in a failure. Which is entirely predictable at this point. Let's be real. Hold on, Politoed. I'm cleaning my glasses. Can you give me a second, Politoed? Oh, good. I've used all my Dynamax turns. That was so fast. Okay, I can see again. People are lining up at GameStop tonight. That's just... that just seems excessive. They don't do midnight launches for trading cards. Those people are gonna be outside all night. Oh, Politoed is so bad. Politoed's just gonna power up Palkia with the instant drizzle set. We're so screwed. I regret to inform my NPC squad that we are indeed screwed. It's Jover. I don't know, maybe Target will list some stuff. Or perhaps another... people keep saying Best Buy is an enjoyable retailer to buy cards from, but I've never... I haven't hit anything from them. Geez, I don't even have anything good to fight Jolteon with. All I can do is... No, what is the Politoed doing? No, just go for Earth Power. Alright. What can you even say to that? Well, in any case, chat, I hope anybody trying to get Mega Evolution packs is successful. I hope you manage to catch like a fresh restock. I'm still wishing they'd reprint more Destined Rivals. In black and white set. Yeah, that Mega Gardevoir EX is still sitting at 550 right now on TCG Player. That's kind of crazy. That's a little bit wild. So the set, what's the set come out on the 26th? Okay, well we're taking Jolteon. We're absolutely taking Jolteon. Oh man, Wish Cash and Politoed are so bad. I don't think... Does Palkia have a dragon move? I can't remember. Favorite music genre? I don't even know how to answer that. I like so many. Too hard to pick just one. Oh hey, it's Dedenne. Dedenne would be useful here. If it doesn't kill Politoed first. Entrainment. Okay, so we're getting Entrainment Sabotage live right now. I really wish this damn Politoed would just go for Earth Power. What are you doing? I hate the NPCs in this game. That opinion might surprise you. Definitely never expressed such an opinion before. That the NPCs in Dynamax Adventures are bad. Yep. Oh my god. Great. So if one of the NPCs takes Dedenne, they're just gonna Entrainment Sabotage us the whole match. Well, and I'm glad I'm the only one bothering to attack, team. Thanks for the assist. Stop! Stop doing that! This is such a bad combination of Pokemon and NPCs. Fuck you, Peony. Peonia. Sitting there just helping handing the whole time. The Ditto is also just worthless. Absolutely worthless. Oh, now you decide to go for Earth Power right at the end of the match. Thanks. Is it because everybody else is dead and you can't worthless helping hand? You can't helping hand if nobody's there. Yeah, so a lot of game journalists got their hands on ZA. And first of all, a lot of them said that they think the game is hard, which is very funny. What else? What else did I see the consensus? That the battles are fun. One of them did say that they hinted at finding a shiny, and it was this annoying quote. It went something like, we can confirm there are shinies in the game. I cannot confirm or deny if there are sparkles and a sound effect, but I think fans will be happy. So that means that yes, there are sparkles and sound effect. What else could that mean? What else could that mean? We all know what that means. Also, I believe a leaker, that was one of the first things that leaked. A leaker, I can't remember if it was Ball Guy or somebody else, revealed that they ran into a shiny Stunfisk. Like right after the reveal of ZA, I feel like we got that. Jesus, that sucked. Well, I didn't have to worry about wasting a love ball, because that was not going to be a W no matter which way you looked at it. I'm just going to pretend that round didn't happen. That's what I'm going to do. Some of the footage I saw showed off somebody using a Watch Hog, which was really funny. Watch Hog was marching all over the place, attacking enemies. There was also some fun footage of Semi-Seer using Flame Wheel. It's like a little bit of redemption for these forgotten Gen 5 Mons. I think it's also been confirmed that you can Mega Evolve multiple Pokemon on your team now, as well, which is crazy. Damn, no one around, huh? Yeah, why would that be something that's under an NDA? I don't know. But I think likely it will work just like PLA did, where there's sparkles and a sound effect. Mega dimension leaks? I've seen some people posting things, but I didn't know if anything was actually like a confirmed. Let me go to Code Kraken. Gaia's professor is a very old man. Great. Bringing out the huge leaks. Gaia means Gen 10, by the way. Kadabra, why are you always in the rotation? I need you shiny. You gotta be on the field, Kadabra. You can't keep doing this. No, not entrainment to Dene. No. No. Oh, what did I do to deserve this? And it's Zygarde. Are you fucking kidding me? I guess the Dynamax gods were like, you've had it too good for too long. Oh, and the ice type is Frostlass. I mean, I have Abomasnow. I believe it was Ball Guy who said that. That sounds like so unserious. What's up, Mimikyu? Yeah, no one. Some people have been trying to claim that there's a copy of the game out, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Man, I don't want to waste hailstorms. Yeah, I had saved a few tweets of some of the stuff that people have been talking about. We're definitely getting into it now, though. The fact that they're inviting people to come and play the game, like, we're getting there, chat. Release is imminent. It shan't be long. No, this Dedenne is such a... They're truly evil for putting entrainment when they damn well know they didn't program these NPCs with any amount of intelligence. That is actively an evil thing to do. What's up, Cacturn? Okay, here's the one of the tweets that I saw. It said final previews are out, and they said it's looking good. New battle system is fun and engaging. Game actually runs well. I love how it's the game working as intended is now a positive point. Alpha battles are legitimately hard. Different than other Pokemon games is listed as a plus, and then a minus is visually not as interesting, taking place in a city. Man, Abomasnow is such dead weight. against most things that are not weak to ice. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Switch 1 version of ZA runs. You heard the dialogue is pretty boring? I mean, I'm sure they were only allowed to have like a very specific restricted area. So I don't know, would that be a place where the most interesting dialogue would be? I'm not saying I disbelieve that the dialogue in the game could be boring, but I feel like the whole game has to be taken in consideration. I don't know, what's worse, boring or X and Y incomprehensible? God, Sharpedo is such a worthless Pokemon. It is just fundamentally a piece of garbage. See, Chad, Dynamax Adventures is all fun and games until the game decides it doesn't want you to win anymore, and then it's not fun. Look at how pathetic Round is. Dumpy ass Abomasnow. They said stuff like, wow, you sure are great at catching Pokemon. I can't wait for us to set out tomorrow and see what we find. Uh-oh, they shouldn't play any other Pokemon game then. I swear, there's like... If you ever play Stardew Valley and you check the TV, and sometimes there's really good luck and sometimes there's days with atrocious, awful luck, I think Dynamax Adventures works like that too. That's my new theory. I think the game opens up with Jet talking to you. That's what it kind of looked like. That's your welcome to the world of Pokemon character. Which, to be honest, makes her come across evil. Oh, this Dedenne is driving me to the brink. Do not allow NPCs to have Dedenne. God. I don't think even Arceus could help this round, to be honest. The mom from Futurama. I hope if she is evil, I hope, she comes across different than Lusamine, because I think her and Lusamine have a lot of similarities. And I don't just want her to be like a, I don't know, Lusamine, but old. No. Oh, get me out of here. Just get us out before Zygarde and save me some time, game. Yeah, is this gonna be another game where there's not really a big villain and it's like, I just wanted to help the people of the city? Or is it gonna be, I want to make a beautiful world 2.0? I hope it's not that. I hope it's not that. Yeah, I think Zygarde's gonna show up randomly and escort the player to like a area for something. I mean, remember, Gen 8 started with a big Chairman Rose thing, so The precedent... she could be evil. There's the screenshot of Lumios Tower looking like crazy, covered in pink. The game actually listened to me. That was such a terrible round, we didn't even make it to Zygarde. All for the best. We would have lost either way. Hey, okay, so game, can you stop? You're kind of ruining the fun. You're kind of being a big bummer right now, game. You're kind of stinking up the joint, game. Palkia into Zygarde for the first 2 runs. Ay, caramba. The villain will be operating in the sewers. That would be very funny, but I don't think so. It's probably just another evil big office building corporation like Chairman Rose. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Right now, you can save £50. I can't believe there's no roller skating in the game. I actually saw a tweet about somebody complaining about that. It's like, no Pokemon transportation and no roller skates? Why? Now I'm gonna have the Jet 2 holiday song stuck in my head. Yeah, how do you not at least bring, like, Go-Goat back? I just don't get it. Did they prioritize following Pokemon and didn't think that would work with roller skates? I mean, just have your Pokemon go back to their balls if you were to roller skate. That was such a defining feature of Kalos. It's just weird to me that they're leaving it all. They're not including it. And then riding Pokemon in PLA was such a core part of that game. Let me check. Was there anything else of interest that anybody brought up? Okay, it's Guzzlord. Alright. I find this acceptable, game. Centro tweeted, you can Mega Evolve your Pokemon multiple times in the same battle as long as you gather enough energy for your Mega Ring. You can Mega Evolve different Pokemon in your team during the same battle. That's very interesting. That makes me want to have a team with more Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. You have Sap Sipper. I'm not falling for that one. Yeah, I can finally achieve my dream to have 6 Mega Charizards. Yes, finally. Yeah, could you imagine roller skating on the rooftops? They could have had it like a, you know, little Tony Hawk in there. A little like skate. No, not the Sap Sipper. Jeez, that leaves me to have to go for Ice Beam. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's ability that never pops up until it does. Yeah, how are you gonna get around the city? They have to bring cabs back, right? Yeah, Rotom skates actually sound kind of fun. As much as I tire of Rotom being such an integral part of every Pokemon game now. If we got some like cool orange zoomy skates, maybe I could have reconsidered. I don't know, I feel like if they were skates or Go-Goats or any rideable Pokemon, they would have shown it off by now. Yeah, they're gonna make the cabs Rotom themed. Thank you for riding the Rotom Express. I mean, the riding Pokemon in PLA feel a little clunky. I feel like Koraidon and Miraidon are like the best ride Pokemon they've done. So I was hoping that we'd get more ride Pokemon to see if they changed it up or if they feel better in ZA, but it doesn't seem like that's happening. Yeah, we got the opening with the train heading to Lumiose. We arrive from a distant land. I felt like I had more control of Koraidon and Miraidon. A lot of the rides in PLA feel too stiff. Braviary, I don't feel like I have enough control over it. Yeah, Zygarde would have been a good ride Pokemon, honestly. Yeah, that's something I think PLA severely lacks. Especially when you know, get the charm, get to complete the Pokedex. There's just not much to do in PLA anymore. Yeah, with Braviary, you can't go up. It's like Knuckles gliding. Tails can fly. Knuckles can just glide. But yes, I really hope that the AZ Royale, all the multiplayer stuff, I hope it has more replay value than PLA did. All the footage I've seen of the game looks really smooth. Which, again, you know, that should be expected. I can't stress enough how that should just be expected in a product that costs $70 bucks. But it does look nice. Like the animations, the Pokemon moving, all that stuff. Got any new shinies this week? Unfortunately, no. I got Tapu Koko and then I've been in a bit of a dry spell. I hope so, Cacturn. I think ride Pokemon are fun. Yeah, you need two different Stunfisk, and you can surf. You have them on one foot and one on the other. It's mime time. Time for mime. You're thinking about dropping Pogo? Are they really stinking it lately? nice freeze. Listen, as somebody who has dropped Pogo for a considerable amount of time now, there are a few points where I miss it, but for the most part, I'm good. I'm satisfied. Lackluster for years, yeah. They've never enticed me back, I'll say that. Stunfisk camera. Oh, the ice ruined it. Getting static to pop off on a frozen Stunfisk. That's a mean game. That's honestly insane that they don't have Mimikyu in the game. Like, that is such a popular, beloved Pokemon, and they still don't have it in the game? Why? Are they saving it for some, like, expensive ticket in 2028? That's... I just don't understand that. It would only benefit you to release Pokemon that are popular. Regular Rotom isn't in the game? Solosis? That's not a really spooky Pokemon. At first I thought chat was like, Solosis is a spooky Pokemon. It is. Yeah, Mimikyu would have been perfect. People would show up for that. I mean, I like Solosis. No shade to Solosis, but... They only released Wash? I would love to know how they decide this stuff. It just seems like they... I mean, it's been like this for years, where they just... It seems like they just throw shit at a wall, and wherever it sticks, that's what they decide to do. It's all random. They put a bunch of names in a hat. That's how it feels. I was kind of thinking about, I don't know, doing that with Pocket. How do we feel about Pocket announcing a FOMO set? Only available from the end of September to October? It's like around for 1 month. The next expansion of Pokemon TCG Pocket will be called High Class Pack. Only available until October 30th. Many reprints, packs of 4 cards with 1 card, 4-star or higher guaranteed. All they do is just reprint cards. Oh boy, a card from Genetic Apex that is completely worthless competitive-wise. Great. Yeah, I left it on my phone for a while before I fully uninstalled. And it never tempted me back. Ugh, double is so annoying to fight. I feel like a lot of the Pokemon mobile games are kind of at that point where they're bleeding people. I've seen a few Masters EX fans complain about certain characters getting ignored. I mean, there's favoritism among all the human characters, too. Characters getting the same fancy pants skins for all these events while others get none. Also, a lot of these mobile games are getting up there in age. They've been around for so long, and most of them, to my knowledge, just maintain the status quo. So people, after a while, are just gonna get bored. Which, I mean, that's normal. That is just a normal thing that happens. That happens with non-mobile games too. You know, after a while, some people just get bored. They don't do anything. They don't do enough to change it up or have wicked, exciting events to draw people in. They just continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah, is Pokemon Friends gonna what is that game gonna get an update? Are we gonna have to hear about an update for that game on Pokemon Day in February? And now to announce the epic update to Pokemon Friends you've all been asking for. New paid DLC. What's that, Rescue Squad? There are 50 Pokemon phone games. Pokemon enemies. Pokemon co-workers. Oh man, we're probably gonna see Pokopia in February too. Oh, it's going to be so jam-packed. Listen, I know it's a little goofy, but Pokemon love and Pokemon hate. I bet there's a ROM hack called that. Never say anything. Set up the reflect. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that. Palworld, the devs behind Palworld revealed a Palworld farm sim game. I wonder how angry how angry they were when Pokopia got revealed first. I'm pretty sure the Palworld devs have their own like publishing group now. You can go to them and get your game published through them now. They've made so much money from Palworld that the company is huge now. Are they just gonna eventually cover like every genre of game? Like next is gonna be their fighting game. Palkin. Palkin tournament. Yeah, that timing is funny. That timing is very funny. And then after that, we'll get the shooter style game. And then after that, we'll get a big JRPG. And then after that, we're gonna get the big puzzle game. GG's. I'm going the wrong way. Boom. Finally got a W tonight. My goodness. Pokemon Mario Party. I can't believe the closest thing we're ever gonna get is the Stadium 1 and 2 mini games. What's up, Winter? The DAs, well, they're going better now. Hopefully. Shiny? No. Shiny? No. Shiny? No. No. Hell World Trozy? Hey, I'd be interested in that. They should bring Pokemon Trozy back. Yeah, it's really sad that we only ever... The last pinball game we got was Gen 3. Yeah, we'll have Pal World TCG. Have they already announced like a TCG? That wouldn't surprise me. TCG is the hot new thing. Everybody's got to have a TCG now. Alright, we got another full lobby. Let's go. No NPCs with entrainment. This is already an improvement. Okay, here's another list of what somebody found interesting in the ZA previews. No ways for moving around the city faster were revealed yet, if they exist at all. So far, no confirmation on if PLA's bombs or other throwing items are coming back. Okay, well, we're back to the bad place. Another Zygarde fight. Rough randomizer night. I don't see a single ice Pokemon. Here's something that I thought was kind of interesting. Wild Pokemon HP might heal if you stray too far away from them or enter a building. But apparently some people have reported the opposite, so what does that mean? I mean, I feel like that would make sense if Pokemon... If wilds heal themselves up if you leave or walk away, like, doesn't that make sense? Game runs well on NS2, Nintendo Switch 2, but draw distance pop-ins might be a bit awkward. Oh, they really need to figure that out. How have they not figured out the pop-in thing yet? Even on the Switch 2, that's not something I want to hear. That's not something I want to hear. Let's see. No gender lock clothing. Good. There's a switch in/out Pokemon timer. Interesting. You can change outfits from the main menu. Looks like you have to go to a salon to change your hairstyle. Moves like Whirlpool stay on the battlefield even after the Pokemon is switched out. That's kind of interesting. You could just drop a bunch of whirlpools and leave, and then they'd just be there. You could flood the city with whirlpools. They say they think the battle system seems like you have a lot to juggle all at once. Moves, positioning, healing items, timing. I'm sure that's something people will be better with in time. I mean, it's fine to not be perfect at a game the second you pick it up. Like, that's a fine thing. There's a lot of games that are like that, and that's, you know, a perfectly fine thing. You don't have to be an MLG pro the second you touch a game. Sometimes it takes people time to learn. Buildings can obscure attacks, and Pokemon that fly high enough can evade attacks. That's interesting. Oh, these are all terrible items. They said you don't classically knock out wild mons anymore. Once HP is depleted, which they showed this off in one of the trailers. Once HP is depleted, there's a moment where they're mobilized for you to catch. Less consequence to accidentally knocking out a Pokemon, which they think this is a bad thing. I don't know, that's one of those things where I feel like I have to experience it myself. It's too hard to tell. Day and night cycle is not real time, but it's like how it works in PLA. As long as you can change the time, I don't have a problem with that. I would sure hope there's a way you can change the time. Maybe go back to your hotel room and sleep or something. If it's like Scarlet Violet where you can't change the time, then that's bullshit. That would be some garbage. They said promo battles feel like real gyms. Good. I like the feeling. Honestly, I saw footage of... I guess it's one of those areas. It almost looks like Larry's restaurant. You can change, like, going to new days in Scarlet and Violet. Sure, you can reset, like, dens and stuff. But I don't believe it changes the time. And you shouldn't have to go into the Switch settings for that to exist, is my point. You should be able to just go to a Pokemon Center and pass the day if you so desire. I've seen a lot of people say, specifically if you, here I'm directly quoting, specifically if you compare the settings of PLA to ZA, same city streets and buildings everywhere instead of the open PLA wilderness and vibe. Again, it's kind of hard to know without actually having my hands on the game itself. I've seen a few people say that they think the city is bland and uninspired. This person says that directly. I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not true. We just copy and pasted a bunch of buildings. I almost thought that the city would make it so there's maybe more things to find and discover. It's not just wide open field with very little to find. Yeah, I mean, it's not a particularly memorable or interesting city in X and Y. I agree. I don't know. Do you think the map looks small? Yeah, it's hard to gauge how big the map even is. I feel like it's inevitably it feels like it's almost inevitable for it to be smaller than ZA because you don't have all the space. Everything's confined to the city. I mean, you have rooftops and supposedly who knows how big the sewers are, but yeah, do the segments of the city differ? Or are there different colors, different architecture, different styles? Because it just looks like everything is a gray building from what they've shown so far. Huh, somebody said they had a patent filed for ZA for throwing items and there's no throwing items in the game? I wonder what happened. That's weird. Is this another thing to... did they do that to try to sue Palworld in the future? Yeah, are the wild areas gonna start to feel repetitive too? Is it just gonna be like the same rotation? Grassy cityscape? The sandy one with Sandile and the other ground rock Pokemon? Are any of them gonna be different? Yeah, if all the buildings felt like they were the same height, like it's supposed to be Paris. There should be great variety in the city skyline. I know there's so many other areas in Kalos I would have loved to have seen. Like, get me back in a nice 3D environment to like Gumi's swamp or the area where all the delinquents hang out with the golden grass. There's so many good routes in Kalos that I would have liked to have revisited. That's exactly what you deserve, Zygarde. Don't bring your nonsense back here anymore. We're not buying what you're selling, bud. GG's. A most excellent Zygarde victory. Yeah, and I mean, like, they're coming off of the heels of Scarlet and Violet. It's absolutely normal to be skeptical. That is perfectly normal and good. You don't have to go in all ride or die. I mean, I pretty much agree. Like, there's a lot I'm excited about. But there's definitely stuff I'm like, I think one of the things I'm most, like, iffy on is, like, wild Pokemon spawning. There's just no, it's just gonna feel like, is it gonna feel like the same thing catching Pokemon, like, everywhere? What if I want to find, like, a good rare spawn or something? How is that stuff gonna work, you know? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot, which this, again, is a big problem in all Scarlet Violet cities. But it doesn't, the NPC behavior is a big thing that I don't think they have ever had a game where it's done right. Okay, this could be Celesteela, Lugia, or Articuno. Yeah, I don't want wild Pokemon to be an afterthought. That's, I mean, honestly, I don't feel like they've gotten the NPC movement of wild Pokemon correct yet either. They all just kind of pop in and then don't feel like they're natural into the world. They feel like it's a video game clumsily spawning just a bunch of guys in one area. Oops, ad snuck up on me, chat. Ad warning. My bad. Come on, let Golurk get the move off. That'd be funny. Yeah, I think PLA is the best instance of what I was just talking about. I really wish Pokemon could interact with each other. I definitely agree that they feel the most natural in PLA, but I think improvements can still be made. Is it sad that I hope one of my hopes for Gen 10 is that they know how to program iframes? So you can't get looped into Pokemon battles if a big swarm of Paldean Tauros are around you. You get locked into a battle. You can be locked into a never-ending battle because they didn't bother to program invincibility frames in. That's such a basic video game thing, iframes. Like, most games you've ever played have iframes in them. It's not like it's rare or unusual technology. What troubled them the most with Scarlet Violet? Like, what? I have so many questions. I would kill to see a documentary about the development of Scarlet Violet. I really would. Mons will still be able to attack and damage you in ZA. Yeah, a lot of, which, you know, I remember when Blueberry first came out and people said Blueberry was like, it's so impossibly hard, so take all of this, you know, game journalist things with a grain of salt when it comes to difficulty. But a lot of them are claiming that they think the mega battles are hard. I mean, I think some of the battles in PLA can be pretty challenging, so I feel like that makes sense. It's not really a surprise. I don't know, though. If I can have multiple Megas on my team, I feel like that seems easy. Pull up with Mega Mawile, Mega Kangaskhan on the scene. I don't know, like a Pokemon game with a little bit of difficulty to it, I'm always down for that. You know, having to actually think while you play a video game. What a concept, I know. Yeah, PLA is definitely one of the most difficult modern Pokemon games. That Arceus fight took me many retries, but I also never felt like it was impossible, which is important. I know, if it isn't brain dead easy for even like a chimpanzee to play, people are like, it's like Dark Souls. It's actually like Dark Souls. Elden Ring, am I right? Six shiny Lucario, all holding Lucario Knight. I could see them distributing a shiny Lucario because what's-his-face in the anime has one, Roy. They even have a mascot costume with shiny Lucario now. It could happen. I wonder when they distribute the Mega Stones to you throughout the game. I'm still so bummed, by the way, that I can't use Chestnut on my team. I'm so mad. Who do we have in front of us? Is that Charmeleon? Yeah, that's Charmeleon. And Chinchino. I mean, Chinchino's got triple axle. I mean, that's true too. Games can be frustratingly difficult. But by and large, with a few exceptions or like final levels, most Pokemon games, most Nintendo games are not. They're not designed to be nightmare difficult. In fact, I'd say they're, you know, accessible to most people, even young children. Yeah, I still don't understand why they're doing Gardevoir Ralts as the giveaway Pokemon. Really not that interesting. Well, I didn't pick Charmeleon. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because Toby Fox said this he said basically the same thing on the 10th anniversary Undertale stream a few days ago. He said if there's no challenge, he knows that a lot of people have struggled on certain fights, but if there's no challenge, then it's not interesting. And I agree. Yeah, I can't wait for 3 months after Z8 comes out to finally download Mega Chestnut and then never use it. Yeah, he said kids would send him their files because they couldn't beat Muffet. That's real. I struggled against Undyne. But I'm shit ass at bullet hell games. I'm terrible. Took you a few hours, valid. I struggled against the Jacko fight. You're taking too long. I was, because it took me like 7 tries before I won. I was indeed taking too long. You're long. What's up, Midnight? But again, even though I was bad, I never felt like any of those fights were impossible. I wasn't demoralized into stopping playing. It was never that bad where I was like, I can never win. Oh, hi, it's Articuno. Flareon. Charmeleon would have actually been useful here. Ironic. Jevil. See, I didn't even try with those secret bosses because I knew it would take me hours. I don't know if I have the discipline for that. Halucha does a little flip. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Hell, I think the water cooler beat my ass a few times before I beat it in the most recent chapter of Deltarune. Oh. I can't even beat the water cooler first try. Oh, you got soft locked. Chaos control. I wonder when we'll get a peek at the next Sonic game. I feel like it's gonna be soon. Yeah, I saw the Mega Man stuff today. Sonic and Mega Man, such great friends. Such great pals. Mega Man gets to get out and go do something for a little bit. Good night, character, and have a good one. I don't know, Justin. I didn't hate Frontiers, but it's definitely not my favorite way they've ever done a Sonic game. So I don't even know really what I'd like the next game to be, is I guess what I'm saying. GG. I mean, to be honest, like most open world games, I think they didn't really fill the world with enough interesting things. Classic open world game problem. So maybe something smaller scale would be better. You know, it'd be nice if they could ever bring the Chow back, but... See, I just fell into deep silence. I didn't even know what to say. Like, they're never bringing the Chow back. Who am I joking? Who am I kidding? I had to sit there in deep silence and contemplate my no shinies. Yeah, the who? What is this, Chow that you speak of? Where's my goddamn Chow garden, Bruce? Yeah, Frontiers had the pop-in of all the weird rails and stuff in the sky, too. I do think the atmosphere and a lot of the music in that game is great, though. I didn't really care for the story, to be honest. And Sonic's weird, deep voice acting in that game is kind of off-putting. How many references will Ian Flynn have to old Sonic games in the next Sonic game? Tune in and find out. Alright, well, it's Deja Vu night. We just fight the same Pokemon over and over again. So again, Lugia, Articuno, Steela. Enough references to yield a DLC. I sure wish we were hanging out riding boars with Jet the Hawk right now. I get why Sonic fans take issue with some of Ian Flynn's writing, but it's also kind of funny because it's like they're Dinkelberg. They're like Timmy Turner's dad going, Ian Flynn, shaking their fist. I guess Masuda would be our Dinkelberg for Pokemon. Masuda. Another shiny lock. Masuda. Shakes fist. Was there a state of play today? Was there anything interesting? I saw people talking about Wolverine, but I didn't watch the trailer. Does it look good? Yeah, what? Oh yeah, I think Koraidon and Miraidon are tomorrow. The 26th, right? And here's where I'd put my shiny Mega Delphox. If I had one. Wait, seriously? Is he like a notorious drunk or something? Is he the Jimmy Fallon of the Pokemon Company? Who said that? Wow, this Cryogonal is ending our run before we're even gonna get anywhere. Hope Mystique is playable. That would be cool, being able to transform into people. Masuda's a bit of a wine mom. Live, laugh, love. That's what Masuda's always saying. The MJ levels. What do you mean you don't want to do really slow, bad stealth levels in a video game? What do you mean you'd rather play as Spider-Man? He's a known wine connoisseur. Anytime they'd go out and eat, they'd give him the wine list to pick for everyone. What they were paying for is insanely expensive wine. That is interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Masuda could buy the priciest wine on the planet if he wanted to. That's funny. Masuda's a wine guy. This white wine, it's exquisite. I can really taste the what does wine have in it? See, I am not someone who drinks wine, so the flavor profile's completely unknown. Earthy, the earthy notes are to die for. You didn't get any Pokemon plushies? Aw. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that Game Freak cares about food. Hence all the food gimmicks and stuff in all these games. And I mean, when you have as much money as they do, you can afford to sample it all. Yeah, were there any, like, celebrities there that you saw? Of course. One of Ash's VAs, nice. Don't make me go into GameStop. I'll buy your wine, please. Please, anything but that. You know, I'm surprised, maybe Masuda will make his own wine. Like, that's such a popular celebrity thing to do. Either, like, The Rock's tequila, or... Doesn't, like, George Clooney also have tequila? Next to that, you can have Masuda's exquisite wine. He sure has the money. Yeah... Dynamax has been rough tonight. Yeah, they need to do, that Ghostbuster guy's clear skull alcohol that he makes. Yeah, doesn't Tom Holland have, like, a non-alcoholic beer out or something like that? That's very popular, too. Like, it's taken over the grocery stores here. All the non-alcoholic beer, I guess. Oh, by the way, I think they restocked some Gen 1 Sitting Cuties today. I think Porygon was restocked if you're a big Porygon fan. BT dubs. Oh no, really? The same day as the new Mega Evolution set, new Yu-Gi-Oh!, no new Spider-Man Magic? I thought the Spider-Man Magic cards already came out. TCG Player has been shilling hard. The banner has been up for like 2 weeks. I guess I assumed that they would have been out by then. Oh, I gotta have my magic card of spiders, man. I think you're having a bad time if you're working at GameStop, regardless of what day it is, though, to be fair. I don't think I've heard so many negative stories of people who worked there. Alright, well, we're gonna get to see who this is. We don't have many lives left, but we'll at least get to see which boss we're fighting. Is that a good or a bad thing? I don't know. The GameStop subreddit. That's gotta be a wild place. Oh yeah, the GameStop employee that stapled a bunch of Switch 2s with the receipt. That was a great story. I mean, terrible for the people who bought those Switch 2s, but a little bit funny. Oops. Oops, my bad. An oops, my bad situation. Oh, Celesteela. I guess it's hard mode for Dynamax Adventures tonight. Special attack, please. Yeah, it's hard mode night in Dynamax land. The Dynamax gods are not happy. Everyone has such cute trainers in this game. It's amazing when you're allowed to actually have a variety of outfits. On Celesteela. Auntie Steela. Control, delete my life. A family dressed as Mario, Luigi, and Toad. The famous son of Mario or Luigi, Toad. It's funny that they didn't reveal Rosa in the Mario 2 movie trailer, because I've already seen people trying to fake out folks with fake fan-made renders of Rosalina. There's a fake one of Bowser Jr. too. Who are they gonna get to voice Bowser Jr.? They should get the Rizzler. Get the Costco guy's son. Okay, then Bowser Jr. can be like, I'm gonna give you 5 big booms. Are there any, like, really famous child actors right now? I don't even know. Who would they get to voice Bowser Jr.? Patrick Warburton. He's forever Kronk in my mind. Well, I mean, we got kind of close. We're walking away with... Honestly, I wouldn't even say this is a moral victory. You know, when your football team gets absolutely blown out, but one player played pretty good, they try to say it's a moral victory. Chat always cracks me up. Every time we talk about casting, like, Hollywood movies, you guys bring up the same people. The glaring plot hole of how he was even born. I mean, that's kind of always been there, though, right? I mean, Miyamoto's the mom. Maybe Bowser reproduces by budding. You never know. An aura shiny Stuffle, nice. The Stuffle with aura. It was a stork. I mean, I think that'd be really funny. They introduce Bowser Jr. and Bowser gets questioned on where the sun came from, and it cuts to like a live action shot of Miyamoto like sitting in his office or something. I hope they use less licensed music this time around too. Would be nice, you know? Especially for a Galaxy movie. Instead of Gusty Gardens, they play, like, a Sabrina Carpenter song. Yeah, the Yoshi's Island lore, of course. How could anyone forget that lore? Very important. DJ Khaled. I mean, there is a official Yoshi render that's on a bottle of Old Spice, if anyone's interested in seeing it. I think Luigi has a model too. Yeah, I was surprised that they're doing Galaxy next as well. They played licensed music over Gusty Gardens. They play it for 2 seconds and then it transitions into some, like, 80s song that's been in 500 movies. Yeah, where a lot of people thought they were doing Super Mario World. I feel like I heard that too. It does feel directionless. It feels like they're just kind of doing whatever. Like, this is not a planned out, like, universe of movies. They're just kind of... Oh, sure, let's do Galaxy next. Why not? I know, I'm still salty over no new Mario game reveal. Just a bunch of old stuff repackaged for the Switch 2. Mario Galaxy also doesn't really fit in with the lands they built in Universal, which I think is kind of interesting. I feel like that's why a lot of people thought maybe they'd do Super Mario World next. Yeah, that direct was ass. So true. If it wasn't for the Pokemon stuff in there to wake me up a little bit, that would have been a humongo flop. I mean, it's now it's at best just a flop. How are they going to involve Peach in the movie? Is she just going to stay behind? How is that going to work? Is it just gonna be Mario? Like, what's Luigi gonna be up to? Are they gonna separate them again for the majority of the movie? I mean, that Direct just didn't really do what I was hoping that it would, and that was give me Switch 2 games to care about. Again, besides the Pokemon stuff, I don't think they showed a single game I cared about buying. Yeah, are they gonna sideline Peach, or... How active is Rosalina gonna be in the movie, I wonder? Is Yoshi gonna have a human voice? I have so many questions that their little rinky-dink teaser answered none of. Just wait until we get into the reveal for the Zelda trailer. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. A last-minute gift shopping at your local pharmacy. Or you're going to the grocery store and you gotta pick up some flowers or something last minute. That is exactly what it felt like. How I completed Tears? Yes. I did everything in that game except the Korok seeds. I can't wait to see the Zelda trailer. I can't wait. I mean, that's another movie where it's like, which game do you take from? I feel like most people's answer would be, you know, start with something like Ocarina. But that's another problem where it's like, they want to have Zelda as a big part of the movie, but in a lot of the games, she gets completely sidelined. So what do they do? Well, excuse me, princess. But yeah, you can't turn... Are they gonna girl bossify Zelda and have her, like, travel with Link? I mean, what they did with Peach was fine. I understand why they didn't, you know, shove her in a castle for the whole movie. I mean, yeah, there's Sheik, but even Sheik's appearances are pretty few and far between. Oh, I thought this was Crustle. It's Mudsdale. Never mind. Subtile, take the wheel. I want to, like, how's the tone gonna feel, too? There's so many questions with the Zelda movie. Like, how's it gonna look? Is it gonna actually look like a nice movie, or is it gonna look like a Netflix movie? Like, overly glossy and fake with bad lighting, like so many modern movies look. How much CG is gonna be involved? What's Ganondorf up to? What's our boy Ganondorf doing? Who's even playing him? They didn't announce that yet, I don't think. It was just Link and Zelda that they announced the cast for. What about Impa? Who's gonna play Impa? Impa is a very particular body type character. You gotta have a big buff lady. Who's gonna play Impa? Which, can we go back to like buff Impa instead of decrepit old lady Impa in the new Zelda game whenever in like 2037? I'm sick of old ass Impa. She's been old in 3 games in a row now. Yeah, the fairies. How are the Gorons gonna look? Legend of Zelda? Screw that. It's the Legend of Link. Get Ian and Anthony from Smosh in there. Speaking of Ian and Anthony from Smosh, I saw the new Angry Birds 3 or something? I gotta admit to you guys, I've never seen an Angry Birds movie. But they announced the voice cast and they brought Ian and Anthony back from the last Angry Birds movie. It's like, how long ago was that movie if it had Ian and Anthony in it? Did it come out in like 2010? Old school Smosh, different time. Impa from Breath of the Wild is still old? Yes. Just like she is in Skyward Sword. Mostly. As far as Skyward Sword goes. When are we getting Tingle back? Let's ask some real questions. They should have Anuma play Tingle. They don't even call attention to it. He's just in the background dressed as Tingle, doing Tingle things. They don't even stop to address it. Hello, Lugia. Hi, Lugia, hi. You have Tingle be the Stan Lee of Zelda movie cameos. I mean, listen, they probably will have a bunch of cameos of all those devs. Because it's live action, so they could just be like people in the village or Hyrule. Just in the background. Kind of like how the Minecraft movie had all the Minecraft people in that scene with Jason Momoa and the shipping storage thing. That contained the epic cube. The Minecraft movie feels like it came out 6 years ago, by the way. Time is very weird. Time is a weird thing. Time is very strange. Man, I saw an insane post on Twitter today. Somebody found a Pokewalker at their thrift store for $2. I wonder what it's like being the chosen one. I wonder what it's like to be the chosen one. I know, I hate him too. Why was it you when it could have been me? Pokewalker for that cheap. Wow. Even if you didn't, like, you could flip that. That's just such an insane profit. Yeah, I've been on the thrifting subreddit before, and there's only so many posts about people finding, like, Herman Miller chairs and, like, kitchen aids and Shark vacuum cleaners before I want to weep. There's only so much you can take. I would love, man, finding a Herman Miller in a thrift store. Or like a steel case chair. You can barely even buy games from thrift stores anymore because they either go into the case or the people there know the value and charge like the exact same or more than you could get it online. I don't know, some of the thrift stores around me, it's like, who do you think you are? Charging this price for this like busted dresser. You telling me you're charging like $80 for this old, decrepit, barely put together dresser? No. I don't know. Maybe that's just the ones in my area, but they're so bad. Alright. Time to waste another love ball. Are we ready? Are you ready, kids? Aye aye, Lugia. Look at that love ball. About to go to waste. About to go into the garbage can. The digital dumpster. Yep. Oh, I think Lugia is my Dinkelberg, chat. I think Lugia is... Lugia! Yeah, no kidding. To get the best deals, you probably are better off going to like garage sales of like people clearing out their kids' old shit or something. Legitimately. Hey, at least Kyogre showed up shiny. It wasn't really Kyogre's fault that I ran out of love balls, I suppose. Chocolate milk. Oh, that sounds good. I'd drink a nice tall cold glass of chalky milk right now. That would hit. A bunch of assholes poached everything good 45 minutes before it even started. Ugh, that's the problem. You have guys like that and scalpers who know to patrol these things and grab up all the good deals. Before it even opened, disgusting. Yeah, they probably stunk up the place. Probably had a green aura around them. I got Kyogre, what, like a month or two ago? My most recent legendary pickup is Coco, Tapu Koko. And we're fighting another Psychic, so this could be another Lugia love ball down the drain. I'm so excited. Dude with a GoPro on his head pulls up. That sounds like a nightmare. I think Coco was the last one. I don't remember when that happened. Oh my gosh. I have Serena. Yeah, I abstained. I didn't know which direction to go, so I abstained. I mean, I don't even know if I'll end up putting Kyogre in the compilation because I was not happy to see it and it's not a very fun clip. I mean, I don't know if it even got clipped. Maybe it did. But it's kind of a bummer, so maybe I'll include it in some sort of funny way, like, here's Kyogre. He decided to be shiny as soon as I ran out of love balls. I can do like the Kyogre having the middle finger emoji, it'd be hilarious. Everybody would laugh. I have been cooking up a few things though, chat. I worked for several hours on the ZA layout. I already got that going. So that's almost done. I got a special booper planned for ZA as well. I hate the Twitch clip names. Careless Joy. Careless Joyous Hummingbird Asian Glow. Thanks for that, Twitch. How did they know? That's exactly how I felt. Thanks for the 69-bit sky, nice. I hand animated it. And maybe don't expect Mega Booper, although that is a funny idea. I don't know what that would even look like. But, you know, it's Kalos. I think customization's gonna be great. Maybe we're feeling a little bit like dressing up, you know? Oh, Tierno. I wish Tierno had a hat. If Tierno had an iconic hat, I would put it on Booper in a heartbeat. Ooh, silver Booper? That would be cursed. I don't want to see blonde hair on Booper's head. Just on clothing? I mean, if they make it like X and Y, some of the clothing and stuff you can buy gets really expensive, so I'm probably gonna do the exact same thing. Just buy a billion accessories. I mean, as much as I don't like the customization in Scarlet Violet, I do like having a cowboy hat. So I don't think I'll be rootin' tootin' anymore, unfortunately. But there's so many more possibilities I don't even know of yet. a pair of roller skates. That would be cute. But inappropriate, because it doesn't look like roller skating is in ZA. I'll bring my roller skates to a walking party. Man, it'd be great if we got a shot of Geosenge in ZA. I don't expect it to happen, but I would love to see that that goofy little town with all the houses again. Alpha Booper. Yeah, Beta Alpha Booper. Beta Alpha Omega Zeta Booper. My final form. And nobody can stop me. Sigma Booper. Skibbity Rizzler Booper. That's the true final form. Well, it's a shame that you got an attack off with like 1 HP. Oh, I think the attack drop helped. Also, heads up, chat. Ads are about to play, but they're gonna be the last ads of the night. And we're not at the boss yet, so you're not missing much. Yeah, I'm excited to stream ZA. It's been so long since we've, you know, done a new Pokemon game. You know, which is likely, hopefully for the best. But at the same time, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm locked in. And I will be getting the Switch 2 version. Spoilers. Fighting a psychic? I might just hang on to Serena? I don't know. What do? Bouffalon has Sap Sipper. That'd be a bad fight. You know, I don't much like any of these fights, actually. We have weaknesses to almost all these Pokemon. This is not good. Unpheasant. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, does anybody have any screen protector recommendations for Switch 2, by the way? There's only about 5 billion listed on Amazon, and I don't know which one to get. Amfilm? I think I saw that brand on there. Switch 2. Oh, the glass, the one with the green text that says glass. Yeah, it looks like it has a little installation kit. I hate that some of these come with like 5 different screen protectors. It's like, I don't need that many. Like, I guess they give you a few fail safes in case you goof it. But I don't know if I need that many. I guess if you're in a household with multiple Switch 2 owners, that's decent. But yeah, the dock on my original Switch immediately scratched up my Switch, so I would like to prevent that from happening with the much more expensive sequel console. I don't want the screen to get scratched up by the dock again. They have one that's $12.99 and one that's $8.54. What's the difference? One is anti-fingerprint, I guess. Yeah, I've heard that complaint a lot, that the dock is loosey-goosey. Well, it's such an expensive console, I want a screen protected either way. There are a few places that have shells for the Switch 2 out now, but they're very limited colors, and I haven't found one that I particularly care for. I also, here, I'll just link the extreme rate one. But I don't like the gray kickstand. It ruins it. Like, why did they keep the stand gray? I don't like that. I might get a hard shell one until, just like a clear hard shell to go over it until... Hi, Latias. Until I find a shell that I like. Because I'm sure more and more will get made. Although it's definitely intimidating. I've changed the shell on my Switch, but I've never done the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons definitely seems like a more tedious process. Latias is already doing reflect-type shenanigans. Ma'am, I need you to chill. You can't be doing this. I'm afraid you can't be doing this. Unfortunately, Serena cannot provide too much firepower here. You got the cheaper one, you really like it? Okay, I'll just get that one then. And you can't really beat $8. Ooh, that was a spicy hit, Crawdaunt. Let's go. Extreme Rate has tons of nice shells for the Switch 1. They have like a clear orange and clear cherry pink and clear red. So I'm hoping they'll bring those colors back for the Switch 2. Because their selection right now is just too limited. I mean, I kind of like the blue and the green clear. They have Atomic Purple, because of course they do. Never installed it. That's too real. GG's. Bye-bye, Latios. Yeah, I have the Joy-Con shells for the orange and for the Scarlet Violet Joy-Cons that I've just never installed. Bow, 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 bow. Nope. 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 She's never sick. Latios has taken her vitamin C. She is never sick. Also, reminder, yesterday we finished up Pokemon Gold, so that playlist is all up on YouTube in case anybody wants to watch it. Yeah, I'm feeling one or two more, chat, tonight. Be nice if we could see something like Azelf or Nihilego. You know, something that doesn't make us miserable would be nice. Well, let's see. Let's see. I like Amungus's cry. It's such a big, beefy, bulky Pokemon, and then its cry is like, eh. Okay, Latios, Palkia, Guzzlord, Zygarde. How are we always running into Galarian Mime? We had like a whole conversation about Galarian Mime the other day, and now they're back to terrorize us. Yeah, it's like, nyeh. Almost sounds like a little whistle. It's like you're a big mush fella. You shouldn't sound like that. Still need the shiny, the purple mushroom. I remember catching a bunch of shiny Fungus in Scarlet, but I don't know if I ever ran into a Mogus. The Mime? I don't think I've ever gotten the Mime shiny either. So, same. From Dynamax Adventures, most certainly not. I might have gotten one from a raid den, but I've never gotten one from Dynamax Adventures, and even then I can't remember if I got one from the den or not. I'm missing a good amount of Alolan, Galarian, Hisui shinies. Like, what am I supposed to do with Alolan, Rattata, and Raticate? They're not in anything on the Switch. I can't get them if they don't exist. Well, at least Mime is not difficult. I'd argue Cantonian Mime is more annoying to fight. Mime time. Hey, at least it has Icy Wind. I feel like this mime at least has a few more attacks than its Cantonian counterpart. I almost said brother, but I don't want to think about them being related. Or being the offspring of something. I just don't want to think about that. Man, this is a terror. These two are bad. Simeon is always ready to show up and just be completely useless for you. If there's one Pokemon that I feel like never comes in handy when it shows up, it's Simeon. It's Captain. I'm not good against anything. Like, what do we even have left that's weak to fighting? Guzzlord? That's it? It's just not that helpful. Look, no offense, Simeon. But I much prefer to see your other counterpart, Oranguru. Dialga's not in my rotation. I haven't fought Dialga in years. Dialga's a friend of the stream. I guess in the end I should have gone with Diamond to support my boy Dialga. Like Dialga supported me. Now Palkia, on the other hand, an unsupporter, a hater, a big meanie head, a traitor. In the end, it was always Dialga. Palkia was a false god. Even Arceus, I feel like, has been nicer than Palkia. With Arceus, I feel like I got very lucky. Especially with the critical catch as well. It's just Palkia. Even Giratina showed up after a while. Sorry, Simeon. Everybody said no. No. I guess it's Armaldo's big day, too. Come on. Okay. You know what? I've seen worse Gambas. That actually kind of works out. I don't know, Rhydon's not bad, but definitely not gonna do anything against Gourgeist. Yeah, I guess we'll just go for Moonblast. How does Gorgeist move with those little stubby pumpkin legs? What's up, Otter? You know, Gorgeist, that felt very targeted and not nice of you. That was pretty not cool. No shinies so far, and the runs have been kind of rough, so unfortunate all around. I mean, we've been doing better. We've been doing better. But the beginning of the stream definitely woof. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Alright, time to see who this is. They definitely could have swapped out Worry Seed for something much better on Gorgeist. I don't know why they were determined to make Gorgeist and Trev kind of bad. Alright, that's absolutely fine with me. This is likely the last run, and that is a perfectly fine way to end it. Because we're gonna win. Yeah, Passimian did get the last laugh, didn't it? This is Passimian's world, we're all just living in it. Big mush. Look at how much damage that did. Weezing's probably like the best Pokemon to have here. It's so good. Oh, maybe Clefable. It's like a toss-up. Shiinotic is great too, honestly. Any fairy moves. Like, oh, Alcremie would be really good here as well. Clefable, Alcremie, Galarian, Weezing. I think that's the top three. Those are the top three fairies around these parts. That was so easy. GG. Yay! Yeah, even Clefairy could win. Clefable probably could have done like 50% damage. I love Clefable. It's one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. Probably be high up on my list overall. I might have to use one for ZA. Might have to happen. Not using you though. Or you. I mean, I do like you, Gorgeist, but probably not you either. And definitely not you! Ugh. I mean, I'm still fresh off the Tapu Koko shiny, so I don't think I can complain yet about a shiny drought, but we definitely had some rough runs tonight. But we got better at the end there, so I appreciate everybody for raiding with me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You got charged twice for the SD Express card? No. That sucks. What was I saying? I don't remember. I do want to do another Masuda hunt soon. In fact, maybe I'll arrange something Sunday. Which may or may not be the day my Switch 2 is supposed to arrive. We'll see. New opportunities, chat. A whole new world. With brand new things to see. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I don't think I'll be live tomorrow, chat, so I'll be back this weekend. So thanks again for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for the follows, the biddies. Shout out to the YouTube viewers. The VOD watchers. And again, if you need any sort of content, chat, the Pokemon Gold Retro Achievements is all done and up on YouTube. If you desire to watch it. And yeah, check out the Discord. A few things were posted in leaks recently. They're not huge, but they're interesting. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. I'll catch you all later. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.